Well, good morning, everybody. It is finally here. Can you believe it? It is Saturday. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've got 6 or 7 hours, and this old van will be heading towards Alabama. But first, let's go and get into this coffee in Columbus today. Talking to you from the side lot. It is currently 60, what did it just say? I just remembered it was 67 degrees. The relative humidity was 83%, and the high today is supposed to be 86. And guess what? 0 chance of the wet stuff. That is such a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Now that I've got this out of the way, I can go ahead and get down some of this elixir, this black tar. This goes by any names, this Cup of Joe, this coffee. Oh, that's so hot. But it's so good. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you don't know it already, I am RJ. I live in the back of a 96 Dodge Ram wagon. I work in a car dealership. I do all this full time. I've been living in the van for coming up on 6 years. And this is what I do. I wake up in the morning, I have some coffee, I drink some coffee, and I get in front of the camera and talk to you fine people. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's therapy. It's just therapy. It keeps, it allows me to work on what's up inside, getting out through my throat hole. And it's helped. But yeah, this is what we do. It is about 5:31 in the morning. It is Saturday, September 13th. It is episode 256. It's not rainy, it's not cold. It is rather pleasant out here. Well, yesterday was a very different day. It was Friday. Fridays always are kind of rush, and except for a couple of little explosions I did on myself, it was okay. You know the old saying, if you want to do it, if you want something right, you do it yourself. Yeah, and then there was another thing with a 5,000 mile car with needed 1 tire, and that didn't go well either. Not either. Oh man. How's everybody doing today? It's Saturday. Though some of y'all have already started your weekend. You got a head start on me. I didn't pick up no fresh eggs this week. I've got maybe 3 left, so I'm gonna pick me a half a dozen up, but I can keep a half dozen of eggs carton in the freezer without, and it'll make it through Monday without freezing. So that's what I'm going to do. Although I will say there's a couple things I've noticed. The fresh eggs, the shells are just real, what is the term? They crack easy. Whereas I've noticed the eggs that you store bought, they seem a little harder. I don't know. Maybe that's something they spray on. Maybe I don't know. And how can my fresh eggs come out all different colors? And the ones you buy in the store are always white. And it could be white because of what they feed the chicken. I don't know. I don't raise chickens. It's questions I wouldn't mind having answered. I'm still going to Tuskegee Forest. I think I'm gonna go up to Camp Spot 6 if it's open, because there was real good internet there, and I need my internet because I've got this project. We're coming close to the end of it. We really are. I'm thinking back, and I know when I started this thing, and I was saying the single digits, and then it went into double digits, and then it went into triple digits, and now I'm in the triple digits plus. And there's more than me even misspoke on how many episodes were left. Maybe, I don't know. That's good coffee. Real good coffee. You know, here it goes something. So this lady was talking yesterday, and she had this problem on her car. She has a used car. It's about 89,000 miles on it, and she was having a problem with intermittent no start. And she didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it, and she called this mobile mechanic up, and he came out, yeah, $200, I'll fix it. Okay, I can fix it, $200. And this man, he installed it nice. It looks kind of professional. And he installed another start button. And then she goes to saying that it worked for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden it was doing the same thing the other one was. And she said, if it does this, just do that. And that should have been followed with a question: why do I have to do that if this fixed it? But it didn't fix it. He bypassed the original starter in the car. You still have to have both pieces. And now he won't return her calls. He won't return her calls. And I'm all for you saving some money. I really, really am. But in essence, this guy ripped her off. He tried some shady stuff, thinking it was going to work, not understanding the car. I'm sure the electrical's nice. He probably tapped into the wires, but it didn't fix the problem. And now she's all upset. And like, you know, we can fix it, but you got to start back from square one. You've got to disconnect that. And then you got to go in the problem. And you might spend $100. You might spend $700 or $800 on just the diagnostics to figure out the problem. And then she commenced to saying he hasn't returned my calls. I know he's read them. And this was done on September 2nd. So it's real recent. And she called him on September 2nd was when she started calling him. So he's not returned her calls all this time. What can you take away from this? Number one, check out the people before you give them money to fix your And I didn't remember this gentleman's name. So it's a mobile repair guy that runs around Columbus. If they don't have credentials, if they don't have paperwork, if they're charging just a little bit of money to fix your car, you might want to consider not using them, because I know for a fact that if they're worth their salt, they would be working for somebody, or working at a car dealership, or getting paid a good bit when you come over there. So, lesson learned on this one, because this guy just ain't doing right, and he's avoiding her. He's hoping it'll just go away. And I know it. I know this type of person. If it's too good to be true, even on a car repair, I know you people who sometimes are desperate. It's probably too good to be true. It probably is. You don't need to take your hard-earned money that you're in. I know it's cheaper and it's tempting. And this poor lady, she just don't understand why he won't he won't return his call. And she keeps making an excuse for him. Well, maybe he's busy and this. No. He called you the first time before he took your money. And I bet he called you back real quick that day. But he guessed at it. He didn't fix it. He installed a aftermarket starter switch, and I guarantee you the problem's not the switch. It's not. Now, if he did that for a test to bypass something, fine, but that wasn't the case. He's just now avoiding her, and she's out her $200. Because that could have went through another realm of repair, or she could get rid of the car. Well, she don't want a car payment, but she needs a car because she's in healthcare, and she just don't want a car payment. Well, I hate to say it, you've only got a couple choices here. You can get you a horse and buggy, but those are going to be expensive because you've got added expenses with the vet and everything else there, and you're going to be cold and hot in the summer and winter. Or you can get your reliable car, one that's got a warranty, one that you don't have to worry about, blah 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 blah. It irks me that, you know, it irks me, one, that people are out there taking advantage of folks. It irks me too that I explained this person, and there was somebody else with me. We explained to this person and said the words, we said everything but the words is words to her, that you've been ripped off, or you've been taken advantage of. We said everything but that, because we can't. Well, I could, but it's not polite. Well, it's about that time, boys and girls. Thanks for coming by. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell notification, you'll know when I upload. Be kind to one another. Thank you for spending your Saturday morning drinking coffee with me, or whenever it is you drink your coffee that you watch my video. Because, hey, Carol, she watches my video at approximately 10 o'clock every morning, she said, and I appreciate it. Kiss your dogs, hug your wife, call your friends, hug your children. Be glad that you're here today, and enjoy the day. And we'll holler at you later. And don't forget, call you mom. Bye, everyone.